Demit's in bed? Are you feeling okay, Demit? Thank you. I hope you're getting some rest. Thank you for wishing me luck. But thank you, Blood, for the sub too. I hope you're doing well. And hey, J Palms. I hope your week's going fantastic too. I can't complain about mine too much, actually. Perforated a wild 31. Perforated, welcome in. Thank you for we got a hype train already. I just started. Thank you, Perf. How are you doing? I just put lotion on my hands and I almost just dropped this full cup of coffee as I like pulled it up. I am a little now so I didn't even like check. Usually I check my camera and stuff before I start streaming, but today I was just like, yeah, fuck it, I guess. I didn't even check. I am looking a little formal, aren't I? I've been going through this week, especially the last couple days, I've been going through like a very like villain theme for my outfits for some reason. I keep like dressing like because I've caught myself in the mirror a couple times like at work and I'm like, I look like a villain today, and I like that. I don't mind it. But I think I'm still in that like because everything I've worn this week has been like black and like very tailored kind of. Yesterday I wore a tie to work. Very villain, very villain. Yeah, I'm in my villain era. What can you do? We got a hype train though, so I gotta eat a snack for you all. Which means you get a little bit of probably a peek at what the rest of this outfit is. Maybe less villain when I stand up, but also I got this beautiful sunshine. I don't want it to be on my face too much. I have sunscreen on, but the winter fit I had on the other day, was that on Tuesday? What was I wearing on Tuesday? I like don't even remember. What was I? You think it was Tuesday? Maybe. So originally I wasn't gonna wear this blazer with it, but it's hella cold, so I'm wearing the blazer. Yeah, what was I wearing Tuesday? God, I guess I can look back and see a VOD. Is it a sweater? I feel like I'm wearing a lot of sweaters these days too. I should have started stream. Oh my god, that would have been good just to be like. This is kind of like a Bloomfield chair too. Like I'm not complaining about the cold. Like I enjoy the cold. Layering fashion is like my favorite fashion. Getting to like do lots of layers and creative stuff. We actually had a random day. Wednesday this week was like excessively hot for no reason. I say hot, it was 20 degrees Celsius, so it was actually like quite pleasant, but it came out of nowhere. It was very Midwestern. It came out of nowhere, and so like I was not dressed for it. I don't think most people were dressed for it, so I was like sweating because I was wearing all these layers and things, and then it was a very beautiful balmy like 20 degrees. But now we're back to chilly. But yeah, I'm sniffling because it is cold. I'm sorry. Wendy, how are you? How are you doing, Wendy? You feeling a little better? I hope. Here for the hype train, I'm gonna have this. Not really sure what it is. It's a black sand. Black sando. Just black sand. It's something from Kyoto. So I went to Kyoto. But so did several other people, like senseis. And then a couple people just went on. What do I say if the door opened itself? That's like level 4 Japanese. I have no clue. Alright, let's try this sando. Thank you for the hype train and the subs. Hey, JetMP! Thank you. I'm gonna try my best. It's 0 there, Blood. Jeez. Well, you're Canada. You're Southern Hemisphere, though, Wendy. I was trying to snap this in half, but it's too hard to like snap in half. Yeah. Alright. What am I eating? Okay. I think I know what I'm eating. Wendy, but you genuinely confused me for a second because I'm like, wait, aren't we in like, I was like, we're on the same like side of the world, but like northern, southern hemisphere. I was like, I'm pretty sure we're different. But I would have, honestly, at this point, I would have been like, oh, okay, that's weird. But okay. Just agreed with you. Oh, man. You don't have snow yet? Yeah, my parents actually, my mother texted me, I think on like Tuesday, and said that they finally got snow. Like first snow of the season, which is super late for them. So, global warming. Yeah, you and geography. I'm also shit at geography though. That was one of the trivia things I was always just like embarrassingly bad at. I still am. I don't know why I said was. I'm still bad at that. This treat, it tastes, the black sand, it tastes kind of like an Oreo, like, you know, those like cookie bars that are just like ground up Oreos, like the cookie part of an Oreo, that's like cookies and cream, that sort of taste, where it has that just, yeah, like ground up Oreo. It's like that mixed in with like matcha powdered white chocolate, and I hate white chocolate. Like, I don't like sweets to begin with, but white chocolate like genuinely makes my stomach like ugh. So this one's not a winner for me. Or like almond bark kind of flavor. I'm sorry, Waffles. I'm sorry. Anyone else can have it. You guys are welcome to it. You can have it. It's another year that you won't have that much snow. Yeah. Yeah. You got your first snow the other day too? A little later than usual. I don't know. Yeah, like I'm white chocolate is like yeah, is white chocolate just butter, sugar, milk? I like don't actually know. Oh, if that's true, that explains why I really don't, because butter makes me sick. So, and milk too. Fucking milk. But butter really fucks with my stomach, so that might be part of it. But I mean, all to like anyone who likes it, great for you. I don't know why, even since I was a kid, I just really, for some reason, it always makes me feel sick. An unholy amount of sugar buttermilk. Well, that might explain it then. That might explain my aversion to it. Apparently Melbourne has monsoon season now. Did I say it right? Did I even get it? I corrected myself and then I was like, wait, is this still the right way? Milky Way Kit Kats. Now that actually, I would try that. I like caramel. Melbourne? I mean, I said Melbourne, right? The second time. I corrected myself the second time. Hey Pine, happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to any of you who celebrated. Uh-oh, my computer's like giving me a, like I'm updating something and I don't know what it's thinking it's updating. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving to anyone who celebrates, or like Indigenous Peoples Day. Hope you're having a good time with friends, family. I have a midterm. I did Muse last night, which was my Thanksgiving day technically, because of time. I was musing about just having my usual like rice for dinner, and I was like, oh, happy 2 centimeters. Is it? I get so confused with like the 180 like, or the centimeters, because sometimes I'll be like, okay, like convert 185 centimeters. Like this morning I was reading some article where it was like somebody was listed as 185 centimeters, and I was like, oh, that's pretty tall. And then I converted it and it was like just shy of 6'1", and I was like, really? Like, really? Hey, thank you Mimics for the lurk. I hope your subathon, it wasn't really, it was like I hope your marathon streams, I hope you're recovering and doing well. And you looked fabulous, by the way, as always. What I say to that is don't start with be honest if you can't take the truth. Wait, what? When somebody, yeah, I was gonna say, if somebody says be honest, then I'm like, okay, like, sometimes I'll ask, I'll like, do you want me to be honest, or do you want me to like, kind of like sugarcoat it? Because sometimes people don't really want honesty, they just want like reassurance, and sometimes I can like kind of like understand that and then like phrase it in a way to give reassurance, but I'm not sure. I'm trying to think of what I really can't lie on. I think like this is gonna be like a really cop-out answer, but it's the only thing I can think of right now. It's like, well, diagnoses. I can't lie on diagnoses with people, especially like prognosis of like vision problems. That one I can't, but like, that's kind of also like, you shouldn't, but you'd be surprised how many times I've had doctors in my influence around me who they don't necessarily lie, but they don't tell the truth, and that's super frustrating. Yeah, she had to wear a patch, right, Pine? Yeah, it's not that uncommon. It's actually like pretty common. Yeah, also don't lie. Yeah, don't lie to court of law or law enforcement. You're using your phone too much for months and noticed it one day when using binoculars. Oh, you can function without lenses. If you're an adult Rocksteady, probably fine. Like, you've probably just like, your brain is now used to it. And just, yeah, it's always okay, good to go to an eye doctor just to make sure there's not something else going on, like, causing it. But, yeah, I don't think you, like, it's not like you're gonna be patched now. Patching, they usually end around, like, age, like, 10, 11. After that, it's not useful, so you don't have to worry about that. But yeah, I know plenty of people where they have, like, one good eye, one bad eye, and they just go around without correction, and they're fine with it. So as long as you're not getting, like, headaches, feeling strained, things like that, probably okay. Hey, Cat Evolution, good to see ya. Yeah, FBI, yeah, nice to see you again, FBI. Thanks for tuning in. How's Steve? How's the family? Did your kid get a good grade on that science test? Those things Pine said, please just, you know, do the usual, black it out with a marker, it doesn't matter. Steve's gonna be really mad to hear you say that, Pine. He didn't mean it, Steve. It's okay. Also, I'm sorry I keep giving away your name, and I know you told me to keep that between us because of, like, you know, confidentiality, but I might have blown your cover, Steve. Sorry. Anyway, let's play some games. Oh, man. Okay, we got pretty far. Well, I say pretty far. We got a bit further than usual in this game last time. I'm actually working on my PhD, Rocksteady. So I have a master's degree. I actually do have a doctorate in optometry, so that's why I know the eye stuff. But now I'm doing a PhD in ocular health research. And thank you. I really like explaining, like, medical. I think health literacy is really important, so I try to do my best to, like, explain things that might be confusing and to be honest about those sorts of things too. Getting back to our question of the day, but yeah, like I'm always happy to try to, like, help people navigate medical questions and stuff. Obviously there's, like, my wheelhouse is eyes. I can't really help you, and for legal purposes, go see a doctor. Do not take this as straight medical advice, but yeah, I try to do my best because especially in the US, health literacy is abysmal. And a lot of times, unfortunately, doctors don't get the time to explain things properly to patients, or they aren't taught how to explain things to patients. Bill and the twins know it, are excellent. Oh, I'm glad to hear that too. Sometimes Steve and Bill should meet up. That'd be fun times, wouldn't it be? No, fine, Jesus. Fine's gonna get us into trouble. But anyway, anyone who's not familiar with this game, if you're just tuning in now, hello. I'm Rusalka. We're ostensibly solving a murder, but not really. But we finally, so I made the jump and we got this sweet raincoat, our police coat, and I guess we're just standing around for a bit, which I love because sometimes Kim and the protagonist interact. Are our FBI agents married? Oh my god, I never asked the spouse's name. I'll have to ask next time. Steve, I know you're listening. Steve, let me know. Let me know. But yeah, so we are a cop who has kind of like lost our memory. We had a real bad bender. We had sort of like a crisis of conscience. I think we also we are divorced. We just had a real tough time, and so we're kind of like piecing ourselves together as well as this crime. And the crime is that a man has been beaten to death and hanged, and it seems to be related to this like strike that's going on. And so we finally kind of like snuck our way through and have made it to the guy who's in charge of the company, I believe, like the dock workers. And so we were just about to talk to him, but then I left it for this stream because I like didn't want to get into it too much. But look at this man. Look at this champion.
He is a walrus of a man seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you.
That is quite the portrait. He's got what we call in the business exotropia. Oh man. Well, actually, I think he was hanged first, or he was like strangled. I don't know if he was like, but he was asphyxiated and then beaten, I think is like what we determined last time. So like people definitely had some sort of like grudge against this guy. So, but we're trying to like get all the clues and prove who did it and whatnot and blah 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 blah. Yeah, this guy looks I don't know if these are supposed to be his shoulders behind him or if these are like the part of the chair. I'm liking to think of it as his shoulders though, like he's just very like hunched up, no neck. Anyway,
with great effort he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you.
I wonder what his voice is gonna sound like. Because I've never gotten to this point with the voice acting, I don't think. Let's get straight to business. There's a dead body in the tree.
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by. Please, have a seat.
He gestures to a tiny chair opposite to his giant desk.
I'm Everard Clare, head of the Debarders Union here in Martinez.
The man relaxes into his chair and continues.
I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand?
He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair, on the other hand, looks like a torture device.
It's actually two chairs.